So guys, we are finally back at this park. I know it's been a while. Excuse me for that. I apologize, but we're back. And I'm just gonna go on a high note on this one. This is gonna be an amazing trip. As you can see, we're here in the ET lot. We're walking towards this area because I never got to explore this part because I do want to talk about on some other things. This is the part of the ET parking lot where you can see this part of the studio. And this part of the studio is where I want to talk about because I've done some research when it comes to Universal and their expansion plans. So in 2030, they actually did an expansion plan that would be like a multi-decade expansion plan. And so I did some digging. I found the permit, not the permits, but I found like the documentation they did for it. And what was included, well, not this part, but other parts of the park, as you can see over there. Hello, Harry Potter. Were included with the expansion plan. First of all, within the plans, I saw two things. First, it showed the Secret Life of Pets. Second, it showed the Fast and Furious coaster. So it's what they outlined is basically what they're doing right now to the park, which is just incredible. So yeah, what they're doing right now is completely outlined. And so I've seen some videos, I've seen some forums and stuff, and I've done my own opinions and stuff. So you know how Fast and Furious RIP is gone. It's not being featured on the Studio Tour anymore. As you can see, there's a Studio Tour over there. You can't see too much of the trees, but there's a Studio Tour over there right now. But yeah, Fast and Furious is no more, and you have the blue wall, of course, and you have this whole area. What there's rumors is that there could be a possibility if you can make the room, the Universal can make the rooms, just get rid of all this and make a whole part of a theme park here. This is enough space for like 2 attractions, dude. So it could be a cool thing because they do want to expand, as we've seen with the Fast and Furious coaster. So they do have plans, especially with the plans they've done so far. They started relocating Universal stages, and so they relocated farther back into their studio where they have more land. They're trying to conserve land and make room as not as compact, but room for the lot for the stages. So they're moving the stages back so then they can provide room for attractions here in the park. So that's what they're doing. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that because I know it's been a while. I haven't covered a lot of stuff, but yeah. So just made it to City Walk, and I want to cover one thing. So the new Escapology, this has been building for a while now, right? They've done a lot of progress on it. It's live mazes, of course, but it's on different things. Surprisingly, I would assume it's on Universal IPs and stuff, but no, you have like Batman and other things. So it's like on different things, which is interesting. I thought they would do something for Universal. There has to be something there for Universal, right? No, but they've gone a lot of progress because even though I haven't been vlogging or making update videos as much, they've done a lot of work on it, especially about the fact that I've seen, videos and stuff. The paint's already on and everything. It's looking really good. The sign is just, I feel like sitting there. I feel like it looks complete, looks good. The interior, obviously, as you could see, some cardboard. I think some stuff in the interior is not done. Interior needs to be done as well. But no, this is coming along really well. Like they even have the sign up. I don't know when I even saw that sign, but sign's up. Yeah, the whole part of this is painted. I like how it goes with the decor. That it's like their own color coordinated thing. That's really cool and nice. Anyways, get some more things for City Walk and let's go to the park. Whoa, I come over here, all I see is this. What is this? It looks like maybe something for the cinema? I have no clue. No, I don't know what's going here. Nobody knows what they're doing to this place, but it could be for some type of expansion. I know behind this, before they put this up, this is where you can buy tickets and stuff. This is where they have like a ticket booth area before they put all this up. Maybe they're redoing the ticket booth area. I don't know. It's unknown at this time what this project is. So I just come here. They're replacing a lot of venues here, as you can see. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what it obviously says right there, Line Friends Square. But it's funny, you can see as well inside. I took a peek from like over there. You could see inside, it talks about BT21. So it's like maybe like that type of a store. As you can see, it even says BT21, other, I guess you could say chains and stuff. Because I know BT21 is from BTS. So it could be like that type of store. I don't know what that type of store could be, but yeah, I don't know how to name it correctly, but it's that type of store. So you can see as well, they're closing a lot more venues here. Look, this is the first time I've seen this. So what was this store? Billabong is gone. Popcornopolis is gone. They're replacing a lot of venues here. I feel like it's maybe to flush out some of the old stuff, getting some new stuff, because I feel like they want to get more people to buy, maybe. So they're trying to get some new shops, restaurants, maybe like Popcorn. I'll replace something old with something new, bring more attraction, because as over time things do lose attraction value, and so they don't pull as many people. So that's why, for instance, Popcornopolis is gonna be gone. this and replace something else. I don't know if you guys can see that right in front of the picture. What is that? I don't know what that could be. Universal tends to hold a lot of events here. They hold a lot of events, especially in that garden area. They hold a lot of events, but not that I'm assuming it's for Fan Fest nights, because they already do have a lot of stuff set up in Universal for that. But they could have some other things planned that I don't know what they're up to. You never know. This could just be for something completely not even about Fan Fest. So anyways, with that out of the way, let's head straight into the park. As well as you can see, these things used to be blank. I did come here one time. I didn't really remember. It was a while ago, but they now have it all themed. It's not just like a singular thing. It's all themed individually. So that's pretty cool. So walking to the park now, they got a lot of theming up here now for Fan Fest nights. Pretty cool. Obviously, if anything is going to be used for lighting, sequences, stuff. Pretty neat, Universal. Pretty neat. So I come over here and, well, we got a lot of theming around here for One Piece. Looks like a photo op, maybe. It's a lot of props and everything. We even got like a whole banner system up. I don't know if you can tell, but there's that. So it's glare in my eyes. I can't see. Looks like a photo op area for One Piece. And then you go to the other side and you got more photo ops. You got more photo ops. Don't know any of these characters. I don't know anime or anything. Obviously, it's specific Fan Fest nights. Not a fan. But obviously photo ops, different characters. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I also see Universal did change this photo op area for Fan Fest nights. Anime fans, tell me what that is. I have no clue. But yeah, because they usually hold like different photo ops here. They usually be for like Shrek, Trolls, some other type of photo ops for different people. But yeah, this is where they used to hold it. Now they're holding it for One Piece. I don't know if you saw when we were peeking behind for the photo op, but look at this. They got a whole stage set up for this. You can even see people working on them. I won't zoom on them for their personal reasons. But yeah, they have a whole stage set up. Like, look at it. It's very intriguing. But yeah, if anything, this will be where like a lot of live music, entertainment is. As they did say, there is going to be live entertainment. A lot of it. And they're even I'm pretty sure for Dungeons and Dragons, they're going to use a sound stage for it. But yeah, this whole stage for entertainment, you can even see for 2025 over there for Fan Fest. Pretty cool. Really interesting. Can't wait to see how it's... Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Wait, hold on. They got huge towers up there. Like one right there, one right there. They got a lot of lighting for this area. So this is going to be a huge area. Of course, they have to promote Coke. They have some Coke over there. I think this just went up recently too. This also just went up, a show entrance for Jujutsu Kaisen. Interesting. So maybe they're gonna use the Kung Fu Panda Theater to use for this show. It's pretty interesting because there's no other option for a show. They can't do a show like right here. They can't do a show. They have to do it in the Kung Fu Panda Theater. So that's the only option. So there you go. There's that. You're gonna have a show for Jujutsu Kaisen, Hunger of the Cursed, in the Kung Fu Panda Theater. Dude, look at this progress. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been here. Oh, you got a track piece up over there. No, but this progress is ridiculous. I'm not gonna show there's somebody standing here. I don't want to show his face. No, but this progress is crazy. Holy crap, is this progress insane. Not too long ago, there was scaffolding, everything. Building wasn't even built. And now it's here. It's insane how quick they can work. Even in these temperatures, I'm in like pants right now and a t-shirt, and it's still hot. It's in these hot temperatures, and I can't imagine these workers are working. So props to the construction workers for working on this. This is insane. My first reaction, what the hell, Universal? Oh my god, have you done yourself well? You're really bringing this park to life. This is incredible to see in person. It's like I'm looking at a Six Flags ride, but at Universal Studios Hollywood. Like, look at the amount of track you have. Look, you have a loop, you have like a dive turn, a stall right there. You have a literal stall right there. It's crazy. And then if you go onto this side, you can see that it's like a turnaround section. You have a dive loop over there. I'll get you a better look. I don't know if you could see from here, but yeah, that's the dive part I was talking about. Hopefully you can see that. Pretty insane, Universal. No, but this coaster's insane, dude. So this is like a speed up section. There's going to be, I want to say LSMs. Oh, you can see them right there. Like a little diesel right there. This is going to be a speed up section. It's going to speed up into the other piece of track that goes to a straightaway to the dive loop right there. Dude, this coaster is ridiculous. I can't explain the words I have for it. So this is just incredible. You have so many loops and turns. This looks like so much excitement to ride. I don't want to say those are for something else, but let me know. I'm not, I guess you could say, a complete like 100% nerd in coasters. I'm like a 50% nerd in coasters. They haven't so far. Not all the scaffolding has gone down. They're still getting to work on that, as you can tell. Some of the brick, that brick right there, it's not finished yet, but it might get it finished soon. Or it looks like a garage, something to fit with the Fast and Furious theme. Oh yeah, it does. Look, you have. Sorry for that autofocus. You see that blue thing? Those blue things might be garage doors, because with the Fast and Furious theme, if you use a garage door as a way to look like you're entering, like if you're Dom Toretto's garage, you can use that theming in there as well. But yeah, they're still even going to work in these hot conditions. It's so hot outside and these workers are working hard. So props to them, but this is incredible. And I do also want to state, apparently they put out like construction notes to make so people in the vicinity of Universal get mentioned, people that live around Universal Studios Hollywood get mentioned about, all the construction work is going on. So all like the noises and stuff. Apparently this month, we can possibly see this month, the trains going on the track, even going for testing. So that's a possibility. That's a really high possibility considering that the track layout just got finished. I was following along on Twitter. Track layout just got finished with the dive loop over there. It's incredible. I'll get different looks from different angles, but it looks like, yeah. So the tour is going to be featured Back to the Future, which is pretty interesting. Well, it makes sense. Of course, they announced with Back to the Future that FanFest nights are going to be able to go down to Lower Lot, visit Hill Valley and all that. So it's not a surprise that they're putting Back to the Future as a studio tour attraction for FanFest nights. So that looks pretty cool. I think this is going to be the best coaster in Hollywood. I think I caught them. They're checking to make sure, I'm guessing, to make sure that all of it's installed correctly, Because as you can tell, there's a lot of screws when it comes to creating a coaster this big. Every coaster is like this. As you can tell, they're like checking, they're making sure that it's all screwed in correctly. So like finishing it with the screwing of parts. So yeah, this is incredible. It's ridiculous how well this coaster is coming along. Oh yeah, so like I talked about up there, they're probably going to start testing within maybe this month or even with the coaster cars this month. There's a high possibility because when the track's done, you can already start testing it. There's no need to wait. Just you want to get it up as fast as possible in order to get people to ride it and to get attraction to their park. So they're probably going to get testing as soon as possible with this ride. So this is amazing. See here's a better look at this dive loop I'm talking about. Look how crazy this dive loop is. I'm trying to get the best footage I can. It's a little sunny, bear with me. The sun's right in my eyes. But look at that dive coaster. So as you can tell, it goes from go up and then you obviously into a dive and then you go straight into a fast lane. So you go straight into a fast lane, which is crazy. So there's like 2 speed up points, I think, of this ride, which is just nuts. So this ride is going to make such a huge addition to Hollywood, man. It's going to be amazing. There's workers right now. I see one right now. They're walking the track and stuff, I'm guessing, to make sure it's all good. Because how insane this coasters are, you got to make sure they're okay to ride. So when we come over here, we see just a lot of work. I explained this, I'm pretty sure, in a previous video. Where my idea was like, oh, they're going to do a huge expansion. This is going to be where the studio tour is going to go. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe not a studio tour, just the overall expansion of the park. Because I did review their expansion plans. And obviously, when their process of doing, I wasn't able to get on the studio tour. I was too late in time. Apologize. I wanted to. I got sidetracked. But obviously, their expansion plan has been to move sound stages. As I stated when we were in the ET parking lot, they wanted to move sound stages from here to the farther side into the studio in order to make room for attractions. Because you can see this is a big building for Mummy. This whole building for Mummy can be one of those buildings. So that could basically be, if you think about it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 attractions waiting to be made and built if you just take this part of the studio and move it somewhere else, because they have a lot of land. They can't get rid of the golf course. So many people have stated, and I'll just restate, as so many people have, they can't get rid of this golf course. I even researched it. They can't get rid of the golf course because I even researched that golf course over there, and that golf course is like a prestigious golf course. Not saying rich people go there, but I can't even find on their website where to even purchase a membership. So that golf course is very prestigious, and there is no time There is absolutely no way Universal is going to try to buy them out. It's just not happening. What I'm thinking, they were trying to work on a huge expansion plan, or they're trying to flatten it for some other purpose. Maybe I don't get why they're flattening it, because my first idea was like, oh, because they have a retaining wall right there, they're making sure the dirt can stay on this side. But who knows what this can be for? Obviously, there is what I also want to talk about: Halloween Horror Nights. Construction has started. I was sad I wasn't able to go to the studio tour, because hopefully I'll credit them. I'll put them on the video, but there is construction going on in the Curious George parking lots, and we're rumored, which looks like the facade layout for Poltergeist. That house hasn't returned for a long time, and so it'll be cool to see it return, because the facade so far with the wood setup does look like Poltergeist, which is cool. Construction is starting. You can see signage and stuff. That is what I believe is for FanFest nights, though, because they are setting up for that. That's opening next month, or this month, if I'm not correct. I forgot. I think it's April. I think this month. FanFest. If they got those signs that FanFest is opening this month, correct me. You can go look it up. I can't remember right now. But yeah, FanFest is happening, so that's what's going for FanFest. Construction has not started here yet. Construction has started there. If you want to take a look at it, they have wood set up so far. They're bringing in the wood. People are saying the tent looks bigger, but I will say that it looks a little bigger, just by a tiny bit, to the point people were like saying, oh, the tent's so big. Oh my God, it's FNAF. FNAF's coming, because if you didn't know, on HHN Nightmares Twitter page, FNAF was rumored to be going here. I don't believe it at all, because honestly, with the FNAF movies, if you want to think about it, they're trying to go for a whole franchise of movies. If they're just going to make a maze based off like the first and second, they got to keep coming back and back and back, like Stranger Things, for instance. It would have been beneficial if they instead made a maze last year for the first FNAF movie, make another one for this year. But considering what they're doing, how they're trying to, because FNAF can be such a good maze, people love wanting that. I've been wanting that as a fan of FNAF. I think they're going to wait for all the movies and maybe combine it into one maze, because that would be perfect. There's a lot of scenes, a lot of different offices, if you know what I mean, if you played FNAF and seen the franchise. But yeah, I don't believe it's coming. I feel like they're going to wait till all the movies are out, and then they're going to make a maze on it. But yes, construction has started there. And as I said, in the Curious George parking lot as well. Don't know what soundstage is going to use this year. I highly doubt. Remember how over there they used for the monsters, Universal Monsters Bloodlines over there? I don't know if they're going to use that soundstage again. John Murray really used it last year to commemorate the monsters, because that was the soundstage where Universal Monster movies were filmed. So that's why he used that stage. But I don't know if that's going to come, actually. So they might relocate to what they used to do, where it was like there's a soundstage behind Transformers. They used that one. And then maybe and then in the past, they used this one. And I'm pretty sure this one as well. Or it's either this soundstage and this soundstage, or that soundstage and that soundstage. They used either one of the combinations to use for Halloween Horror Nights houses. So it's either they don't use that and they use this, or they use that one behind Transformers and they use that one. But yeah, that's my whole yapping session on Halloween Horror Nights and the construction. So of course, Transformers is under refurbishment. It's going under till June. So that's happening. But we have a FanFest offering over here. We have Dungeons & Dragons Secrets of the Deep Water. So this is going to be in, like, say, for instance, you have a soundstage in the back. It's going to be used in the soundstage in the back of Transformers. Yeah, so I'm seeing more of these tables. They have different bags too. They have one bag here. They have another bag here, just tables. They have more fences right there, and more tables right there. So I'm pretty sure these tables are going to be used for FanFest. They look like, they just look like the foam. So it's like it's going to be a covering for the tables. But yeah, most likely for FanFest. So you come over here and, well, it looks like this upper part is going to be used for the First World Tavern. Don't know what that is? Fans of whatever franchise this is, or series, or TV show, please enlighten me. I don't know what this is, but it's obviously for FanFest nights. Who could have guessed? It's obviously for FanFest nights. So yeah, this is something to look forward to, as FanFest nights opens in April, I'm pretty sure. I did correct myself right now. April. We're going to have some drinks, some food, some beverages. They do state on their website different beverages and drinks you can get at FanFest nights. So it's going to look very nice. So I just got off Jurassic World. You know, I'm just chilling at the park, having fun, getting updates. But I'm just gonna roll some footage I got on the ride. Where I was in the upper scene, and it was kind of funny that the Indominus Rex, you know, if you've been on the ride, that there's a first encounter with the Indominus Rex that comes from the top of your boat trying to eat you. He completely stopped working. I'm gonna try to see if I can manipulate with the video so you can see it, but it was pretty funny, honestly. Yeah, I just want to also acknowledge something about Harry Potter, where a lot of the dementias aren't working and stuff, so it's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just trying to repair them soon, but none of them are working. And I do want to talk about Transformers. And remember how I stated that the refurbishment is going to last until June. And so because the refurbishment is going to last until June, that's when it was first announced, that's a 4-month refurbishment. That's really hefty. And so that refurbishment, I would say, is going to make it seems like that Universal is not planning to get rid of Transformers, but rather keeping it for years to come until it finally runs out of its life cycle. Because apparently Universal decided to say, we're giving you a refurbishment, your life cycle is not done. Making this ride, like, I feel like in a couple more years, I'm pretty sure, I want to say 2029. I think the ride came out 2009. That'll make this ride be operating for 20 years. Mummy has already been operating for 20 years, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty insane to think about it. And just like that, we're out of the park. And so I do want to mention a few things before we head out of here, as we head away through City Walk back into the back. We have the NBA store coming here. I forgot it was Abercrombie or another store, but the NBA store is going to be replacing it. And there's even other stores that we're going to walk by as well. And to get video, I will show you the other stores that are also being replaced. So as we're walking by, this is also another store I want to touch upon. So this is where I'm pretty sure, I'm basically 100% confirmed, a Raising Cane's is going to be coming here. So that's pretty interesting to know. Raising Cane's is a popular, chicken place food chain, just like KFC or Chick-fil-A. But it's cool to see like something I feel like people love come to City Walk. So as well as we're walking by here, this is where the former iFly stood, the sign up there. Everybody's new in love. You can still see it somehow engraved in there. It isn't being demolished, and as you can see, it's gone. There's nothing left of it. Don't know what they're planning to do. All I know is that there were permits a while ago that were signed for a hotel. There's construction near the front of the park. I'm not gonna be able to get to see it today, where it was near a parking lot, but that construction, that apparently is, don't even know what that's for. It could be a hotel, it could be something new for the park, it could be a new security entrance. So where this former iFly location is, could be where something new is coming. Maybe hotel, because there's a lot of space here for a hotel. But I don't know where this hotel, how much room this hotel can hold. Apparently, according to the LA Times, I'm pretty sure I read an article, they can apparently have a capacity of about maybe like 395 people, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a lot, it's going to be really big. So yeah, could be a hotel, could be new entertainment, could be new restaurant. We never know. All I know is that they did sign permits for a hotel, and they are building a hotel. As we close out the vlog right where we started, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had a fun time coming back to the place I adore and love, and I always will. And I hope you enjoyed coming along with me with this journey, this update. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the updates. Hope you enjoyed the new coaster that's coming. Hope you enjoyed it all. And until next time, peace out, guys.